Hello everyone, welcome back to Grazy TV. So today I have another mysterious hoax exposed. Can we appreciate this amazing, like, magical top? This is like a star in the middle. I just feel like this reminds me of, like, I don't know, like a beautiful witch, like a modern witch top. Go along with the shirt, I do also have my black moon earring right here. And I matched it with a butterfly accessory. I don't know, just like feeling very, very witchy, magical today. Anyway, let's get into today's video, and we're gonna be talking about the fake healers caught.
You just don't want to give her drugs because that doesn't do any good. You have to use the miracle spring water.
But we're talking about some companies and people that have been caught frauding people. And this is very, very dangerous because there are so many vulnerable people who are looking up to these people that are claiming to be sent from the heavens.
Back off. All my bills is paid and I got money to spare.
And some products that was known to be not what they claim to be. So first we're going to be talking about Jelly Juice. Now Jelly Juice went viral 2 years ago because the founder of Jelly Juice went on Dr. Phil and she was pretty much roasted for her claims. If you don't know what it's about, you're in for a ride because this is crazy. Alright, so Jelly Juice founder is Jillian Maithe Epperly. So Jelly Juice is a recipe that Jillian created, and this is a fermented drink that is made from a mixture of water, salt, and fermented cabbage or kale. Put it to the side for 3 days, then drink about 2 cups a day up to a gallon. She claims that this is a miracle juice that will cure cancer, live up to 400 years, regrow your limbs and organs, and prevent autism and cure homosexuality. Yes, I am serious. She claimed all of these things, especially on her website, to her followers. So what's crazy about this is she gathered almost about 58,000 members on Facebook. Can you imagine, like, almost 60,000 people being a follower of this? And most of these followers of hers are people who are sick, who are vulnerable, who are like at the edge of their life trying to cling onto something to cure their sickness and health. And when she was on Dr. Phil asked her, like, what is your background? What's crazy is that Jillian claimed that she's been only doing Jelly Juice for 1 year. So how are you able to claim that you're able to grow limbs if you've only doing this for 1 year? She has no medical background, no degree, nothing. She claims that she got all her knowledge and information from online.
Sometimes it's okay to just deal with and relax with the pain, relax with the upgrade.
Now I do have to say there's a lot of great information online, and yes, you can learn a lot of things, but when it comes to the human body, that is not something you could just learn online. It is something that you need hands-on, years and years of training, because the human body and health-wise is so complicated. Now many of Jillian's followers who tried Jelly Juice claim the side effects are bad diarrhea, nausea, and even headache, and sometimes stroke. So Jillian claims that diarrhea and waterfalls are two different things. Waterfalls are a sign that Jelly Juice is working on your body because it's a sign that apparently parasites and all nasty things are being removed from your body.
And then when you're strong enough, then do the J Juice, get the waterfalls, and then you will see your body bounce back like 50 times fold.
This following goes even crazier because people who try Jelly Juice apparently take pictures of their feces. They share it on Facebook telling people, oh look, the Jelly Juice made me take out parasites and toxins on my poop. And they claim that these are parasites and toxic things that Jelly Juice had flushed out from their body. There's even a woman that came up on Dr. Phil saying that she gives this to her children, saying that they've got better grades since drinking Jelly Juice. Yes, Jelly Juice also claims that you can actually get better grades from this. Of course, there were many people complaining about Jelly Juice, saying that there were bad side effects, almost even to death. Some of the negative side effects includes that their hands were going numb, they had strokes, they had high blood pressure. Jillian's excuse was that they didn't drink enough of her Jelly Juice.
But you need to take responsibility for the people you're hurting instead of kicking them out, telling them they're wrong, telling us we did something wrong.
They didn't follow her protocols properly, must listen to all her files and videos. Now this is like #1 sign of a scammer. I believe that if you're a creator of something, you need to be prepared to even face the worst things.
Well, here's the thing, honey. Did you read all my
Don't
files?
call me honey.
Did you read all my
Don't
files?
call me honey.
It's like there is no one point. She just goes off in so many different directions, and if you really listen to her live videos, it just reminds me of a characteristic from my last video that I did about narcissist people and people who just have this like brainwashed side to them where they just cannot get to the point. And I believe that if you cannot simplify yourself and you have to blab on and on, then there's just something wrong with what you're saying and what you're believing. If you look at the ingredients of chili juice, it obviously leads to a lot of bad things, such as the amount of salt that she's requiring people to put into chili juice and drink up to a gallon a day. It's really not great for the health. Now, at first for her recipe, she did put 1 tablespoon of salt into this recipe. Later, Jillian claimed that there was a typo and she meant 1 teaspoon of salt. What? There's not enough nutrients in cabbage to make your limbs grow, make your organs grow, and let alone let you live for 400 years. Too much salt intake is going to lead to salt poisoning. It actually higher your blood pressure, and it also makes you gain a lot of weight by having a lot of salt as well. In her book, she claims many healing symptoms may also be painful, but pain is a very necessary part of the process. Pain is a nerve ending telling the body that cells are activated. Pain just does not always mean growth. It also means there's something seriously wrong with you and that you should be stopped doing what you're doing. Now, if you do want to join Jillian's club thing, she charges $30 annually or $5 a month to be part of that community, or a $75 an hour for her consultation. One of the crazy things as I was researching Jillian was that if you still go to her Facebook and her community pages, there are people who comment literally like praising her, people who agree with her, people who are listening to this thinking that it is accurate and true what she's saying and what she's doing, which is mind baffling. And I'm like, who are listening to these things? What on earth, like what kind of person on earth would believe in these things? And it is actually true. There's so many people who are desperate, and I know this because I do have a personal person that I've known for a long time, even my family knew for a long time, and this person we know have been vulnerable for her whole life. So this person would believe in a lot of people who claim that, you know, the earth was gonna end, and she was trying to like convert a lot of people, saying that you need to repent. And she previously did invest in a lot of health products that claim to be really good for your body, investing in a lot of so-called companies, which later on she ended up just losing her money. I mean, there are people who are so vulnerable and so weak and gullible who will believe in people's words until they lose everything they got, even down to their health. Now, you guys are thinking, I mean, how can Jillian still be continuing to do this? There was only a FTC warning, so she has not actually been charged or, you know, been in prison, and this is because she's technically selling a recipe and she's just talking online. Apparently, that is protected by the First Amendment of free speech, because she's not selling a physical food and she's not selling anything except books and just her words. It's actually pretty complicated in order to really charge her. So I don't know, you guys. Do you guys believe that there is a miracle cure out there that could actually make you live up to 400 years, grow limbs and things like that? Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe, other than jelly juice, that there are things and technologies that could actually do these things that make you grow limbs and organs and things like that are probably kind of like hidden to the public. But I do believe that there is a limitation to our biological bodies. It's just physically impossible to do certain things. Let me know what you guys thought about jelly juice, because would you try this and would you actually believe in this? Let's go to Nobides. Nobides was another type of infomercial kind of company. They advertised themselves as an all-natural ingredient that could dramatically reduce blood sugar levels for people with type 1 or type 2 diabetes. They said that the ingredients were 36 different vitamins, minerals, and plant extracts. In the infomercials, these people claimed after only 1 day of taking Nobides, my blood sugar dropped to 115.
Of time, I've dropped down to 84 to 88.5. and I have the blood test to prove it.
Get 2 bottles free. Just pay processing and handling. Nobides.
Now, I personally don't know much about diabetes and high blood pressures and blood sugars and things like that, but it does sound pretty good to be true if after taking 1 pill after 1 day, all of a sudden you feel a lot better. The people say, I can tell you it worked better than any prescribed medicine I've been taking. A medical expert who came on some of these infomercials, who turned out to be an actual actor, said that Nobides pill could fill the nutritional shortages that diabetes cause. Now, many of these infomercial type of commercials are known to hire lots of actors who play being a doctor. I just feel like that is just crazy that this is allowed, because I do understand maybe having an actor or a real person to act out as a customer or someone that is tried, but getting an actor to pretend to be a legal doctor, someone giving legal advices, I don't know, I just think that is just crazy to me. That Nobides, the company, were later charged with undertaking future deceptive practices, making substantial health claims, misleading consumers about free trial offers, which yes, a lot of infomercials do this. First of all, if you see the infomercial, like, couldn't they have done a better job with these actors? Like,
when I started taking Nobides, my blood sugar levels were up to 285. After only 1 day of taking Nobides, my blood sugar dropped to 115.
Now lastly, let's go to faith healing. Now, I first saw this when Shane Dawson mentioned it, and I thought it was so interesting. Of course, disclaimer, you guys, I'm not saying that every faith healers are like this, but this particular person was found to be a hoax. We're gonna be talking about Peter Popoff, who was a televangelist who claimed he was kind of psychic and had abilities to heal people through Jesus. He made even around $4 million a year back in the 80s doing this. So there was so many people. It was like crowd filled with thousands of people following Peter Popoff. He would call people out in their names, what conditions they had, sometimes even where they lived.
Oh glory. How long have you been walking on that walk?
About 3 years.
3 years. Take a few steps just to make the devil mad. Hallelujah.
390 to hundreds of thousands of people around the world.
Look at that man go! Oh, I tell you, Jesus made you dance like, yeah!
Personal information that Peter Popoff was supposed to not know about. It gave hopes to people that he was divine and he was a Jesus-sent man. It was exposed in 1986 that he was actually using an earpiece to receive radio messages from his wife. His wife was also in on this as well.
Johnson.
She'd gotten her information from prayer cards filled out by the faithful before the show began.
She lives at 1627 10th Street.
1627 10th Street? Is that right?
That's right.
Now, he went bankrupt after this scandal and this investigation, but he came back in early 2000s with an infomercials for Miracle Spring Water. Watch this one. This one even gets crazier.
Is going to flow out over the airwaves to you.
The desires of your heart are what concerns God.
Amen.
And he wants to meet. He's going to buckle down. He's going to study. He's going to get straight A's.
Get better grades than he ever got before, and you'll know it's...
It was revealed that through this Miracle Spring Water, he actually made about $23 million. Apparently, this miracle water is something that you're supposed to drink, wait 5 days, then wait for your life to change. This miracle water and the testimonies from people claim that they had miracle money all of a sudden appear in their bank account.
All my bills is paid and I got money to spare.
Did he heal my body? I was able to cut grass, something I didn't do in 2 years.
She said, you have $230-some thousand forgiven.
$50,000, $100,000, money from people that they don't even know, miraculously appearing in their bank accounts. Like, what? It also came with a pack of salt. Apparently, they claim that this was a sacred Dead Sea salt, but it says iodized salt. Now, you're supposed to sprinkle the salt on a check, make it off to Peter Popoff, then send it off to him. Next, what happens is when you send the check off to Peter Popoff, he's supposed to pray for you and pray for your desires and wishes to come true from God.
You just don't want to give her drugs because that doesn't do any good. You have to use the Miracle Spring Water.
When you order anything from him, there is a mail that comes in with all these statements, healing messages, miracle messages, with also your name on it, so it sounds super personal. It also said in one of these mails, God told me Satan uses debt. Now, apparently, these miracle water and miracle oils, it's free. But in order for this blessing to work, you need to send Peter Popoff a check of donations. There was even a disabled couple who says they sent thousands of dollars to Peter Popoff in hopes that their lives will be changed. But of course, at the end, they did not see supernatural money come into their account. Nothing was healed from them. This lady claims that she actually sent all her monies, even borrowed money from her family and her friends, and she fell for this until she had no money left for food. No offense to you guys, like 100% no offense at all, but I just have to say this. I just feel like if you see the videos, people who testifies and who are on this, they just seem just a little bit off. Is it just me? Now, even after all these years, he's still living a lavish life. He has an amazing car, a big house, and he's out there doing these similar things, and they still are out there scamming people. There was someone that says, as he get rich, in exchange, you get hope. Now, don't get me wrong, you guys. I do believe that there are some form of faith healings that are actually existing on Earth. I know you think I'm crazy. Wait, hear me out. Now, I do believe that on Earth and also on different planets of the universe, there are specific points that have high energies. Especially, I did hear that more mountainous countries or places have higher energy. There are also a lot of stories about shamans who are in the woods, like who are obviously not on TV and things like that. Or in deep hiding, they're able to use our energy and harness energy from the earth in order to heal certain people. They're somehow using the universal energy to heal these people. So technically that is like faith healing. Now, I did hear that there are a lot of people in South America especially that still do these things, but they are definitely going to be in hiding. They don't want to be in public. But I'd love to know if you guys have heard of any legit things out there that apparently are kind of like miracles and magic in real life. I do believe certain things do exist, but the people that we talked about today I know are 100% fake and hoax. I personally believe that it is your responsibility to know what feels good inside for you. Use your own intuition, know what is best for you. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe, and I reply to all my early birds, so remember, keep that notifications on. Have a magical day, you guys.